we're pleased that you could visit this informative and historic gathering. This is my beautiful daughter Rose, and I am William Hart. Before I moved here to Kirksville, I busied myself with a jewelry store and watch repair business. In that time, I patented 2 clock escapements, which seemed good ideas at the time, but never really amounted to anything. However, seeing the need for a mercantile computing machine, I invented and patented a circular machine that was able to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. It was viewed as a valuable improvement in mechanical accountants.
We were all so proud of Father. He had actually invented what is known today as a calculator. One model was made of brass and another steel. They were manufactured in Connecticut. One of these calculators is in the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C.
Our family moved to Kirksville from Marysville, Wisconsin in 1867. I opened the jewelry store, and then I also ran for city council, but I was defeated, unfortunately. A few years later, I partnered up with Albert Dutchers, and we started doing business as W. Hart Jewelry. I also got involved in the Spiritual and Liberal Association as one of its incorporators, and we believe that certain spirits of deceased manifest themselves and then in some instances come back and converse with people here on earth. Since jewelry had been a profitable business, I decided to open another store on the square in town. Those were happy days, but sadly Saturday, December 15th in 1890 was an ill-fated day for myself and my family. It was the Christmas season, and we were busying ourselves inside the store getting ready, when suddenly a fire broke out at P.M. Smith's hardware store on the northwest corner of the square. A keg of powder caught fire, exploded, which accelerated the fire, and it threatened the Masonic Lodge building, and then it caught fire. Soon it totally engulfed the building, and the firewall between it and my store suddenly fell. And
It's all right, Father. Let me. It is still difficult for my father to relate the happenings of that horrible day. You see, we were rushing to get our merchandise out of the store when, quite suddenly, the wall of the Masonic Lodge crushed the rear of our building and trapped my brother Volney. With the intense heat and all the debris, we were unable to reach him, and we had to turn our attention to our trapped father instead, whose leg had been broken by a falling rafter. My brother Lawrence and I, with the help of some others, were able to free Father, and we vacated the building. But Volney died in the fire.
Our years in Kirksville were mostly happy ones. We had some accomplishments, not the least of which is the calculator, which resides in the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. today. My wife and Rose are interred here in this beautiful Forest-Llewellyn Cemetery. History is not quite clear where I am buried, but only the spirits know.